Aloha everyone, this is going to be the doorman here, opening the door with the Week 3 rankings and season rankings of EVL Season 6. Little side note, I recorded this, then I realized I did math wrong, so then I have to re-record this, so this is going to be fun. But basically, we do the rankings, based off of wins, and then KD ratios and stuff like that. So, win, you're good. KD ratios will just be ties. For the weekly 3 rankings so far, for number 10, we have the Detroit Lux Rays, which did take a loss with a -5. We had number 9 with the Florida Rowlets, which had a loss of a -4. We had the Essex Espions with a loss this week at a -3. We had the Carolina Garchomps with the loss this week at a -1. And we have the DC Starmies with a loss this week at -4. I put the DC Starmies above the Carolina Garchomps is because they had some other plays and stuff like that that would have been really good. Not saying Carolina didn't, but it was one of those. I felt like if the plays would have worked well for DC Starmies, the battle would have been way better. Is how I feel like it. And then we go on to the next people. We have the Texas Tyranitar with a win this week with a +1. We have the Snowdonian Frostmoss with a win with +3. We have the Walton Wingles getting their first dub this week in EVL history, which is fantastic. I know there's going to be more to come with a +4. Then we have the San Antonio Espers with a win this week with +4. And then I put the San Antonio Espers above the Walton Wingles because they had strats upon strats upon strats, especially the Aegis-slash strat. To me, that was really cool because that was for a restricted. Didn't get to use it against the restricted, but he had a plan for the restricted stuff. And then for number 1, we have the New York Meadows with a win this week with +5. So that is going to be the weekly rankings, and then now we're going to go into the season rankings. So for the season rankings, for number 10, we have the Essex Espions with a 0-3 and a -4. We have the Carolina Garchomps at number 9 with a 1-2, -3. We have the Walton Wingles at number 8 with a 1-1, -2. And then we have the Florida Rowlets in 7 with a 1-2, -2. I put the Florida Rowlets above the Walton Wingles because they've just had a little bit better thought process behind everything, if that makes sense. But I also feel like they could also fluctuate here in the next week or two easily. The DC Starmies are at a 1-2 with a -1. We have the Snowdonian Frostmoths in 5th with a 2-1 and 0. And then we have the Detroit Lux Rays with a 2-1 and 0. I also put the Detroit Lux Rays above the Snowdonian Frostmoths because the first week was kind of not so great for Jakey, but then Max was still able to pull through. And even with everything going on and stuff like that, Max has shown a little bit like better, not necessarily better strats, but better, I guess, like recovery a little bit to a degree, if that makes any kind of sense. We have the Texas Tyranitars in 3rd with a 2-1 +3. We have the San Antonio Espers with a 2-1 +6. And then we have the New York Meadows right now with a 3-0 with +6. We each have 2 coaches, one with a 3 and a 0, just one of them, one opposite of each other. And with that, that is going to be all for the rankings for this week. I cannot wait to see you for Week 4 rankings. And with that, see you next time.